to Nancy Drew's Secret of the Old Clock. This is the 12th game and it came out in 2005. We're gonna start a new game.
Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of the Old Clock. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorials.
The year, 1930. The place, the road to Titusville, where we find Nancy Drew behind the wheel of her blue roadster, pondering this question. Why did Emily Crandall, a girl whom Nancy knows only through their mutual friend Helen Corning, ask Nancy to drive all the way out to the Lilac Inn to see her? Does it have something to do with the fact that Emily's mother died barely a month earlier, leaving Emily to run the restaurant with only her guardian to help her? And more important, why, when she called, did Emily sound so desperate? The spunky teenager turns off the main road, blissfully unaware that Emily isn't all that awaits her at the end of the driveway. No, Nancy Drew is about to get her first taste of the mystery, intrigue, and adventure that are to become her destiny.
I think this game takes place in the 30s. Something like that.
Well, hello. I'll bet my bloomers you're Nancy Drew.
That's right. Are you Emily's guardian?
That's right. Are you Emily's guardian?
You got it. I'm Jane Willoughby. I'm Emily's guardian, but only for the next 3 months until she turns 18. Then she's on her own.
It smells like someone's been baking pies.
Pies are the Lilac Inn specialty. We get orders from all over. Oh, that reminds me, your father called. You're supposed to call him. You can use the coin phone on the porch. Emily didn't say anything about you coming until just this morning.
Is it okay that I'm here?
Is it okay that I'm here?
Don't get me wrong, she can invite anybody here she wants. It's just that she's gotten so darn forgetful lately.
Is she alright?
Is she alright?
Well, now that's hard to say. She misses her mom, that's for sure. So do I. Gloria and me, we were best friends, you know? The two of us ran this swell little dress shop over in Capital City. But then she got hitched and I didn't. And the next thing I know, she's writing me saying it would sure take a load off her mind if I could take care of her little girl should something ever happen to her.
Emily's father?
Emily's father?
Died in the war. Cantigny, I think. Anyway, I couldn't say no. I mean, what are best friends for? I just wish I knew how to help Emily.
You make it sound like she's in some kind of trouble.
You make it sound like she's in some kind of trouble.
She's been acting so... Look, go talk to her. She probably just needs to spend some time with a bear cat like you instead of some dumb Dora like me. Go on up, she's in her room. Just make like a Boy Scout and be prepared.
Okay.
Nancy, hi. Welcome to the Lilac Inn. Oh, and before I forget, thank you for that nice note you sent me when Mom died. It meant a lot to me.
Well, I lost my mom 2 years ago. I kind of know how you feel.
Well, I lost my mom too, years ago. I kind of know how you feel.
You and I may not be best friends or anything, but you're still one of the nicest people I know.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
That's why I'm hoping you'll do me a favor. A big favor. You and your dad?
My dad?
My dad?
Helen says he's a lawyer.
Shh! What's wrong?
I thought I heard something. Your father has a safe, right?
This is 1930. Lots of people have safes.
This is 1930. Lots of people have safes.
See this jewelry? I'd like you to take it home with you and put it in your father's safe.
It's beautiful.
It was my mother's. The few times I saw her wear it, she looked just like a movie star. I was hiding it here in my room, but all things considered, I'd feel a lot better if you would just take it home and have your father lock it up in his safe.
What about your guardian? Can't she take care of it?
What about your guardian? Can't she take care of it?
Oh, I don't want her to know I'm doing this, so don't tell her, all right? See, strange things have been going on around here. That's all I can say. I know it sounds loony, and Jane probably told you that I've been acting loony, but please do this for me. What was that?
Emily, come downstairs, quick! The kitchen's
no.
on fire!
Come on, we better get out of here.
This is horrible, just horrible. The fire chief says the stove was completely destroyed and there's smoke damage everywhere. The inn will have to shut down for months, maybe even for good.
Does he know what caused the explosion?
Does he know what caused the explosion?
It looked to him like one of the burners on the stove had been left on. The flame either went out or was never lit, but anyway, something made a spark, and boom. He said insurance companies are very reluctant to pay out when things look hinky, and that's when times are good.
Who was in the kitchen this morning?
Who was in the kitchen this morning?
Emily was the last person to use the stove. Like I said, she's been real forgetful lately. I think she's pretty upset. But it's not her fault. What with her mom passing away barely a month ago, and me showing up, this total stranger who doesn't know the first thing about kids or running a restaurant, and her trying to do everything all by herself. It's just too much, that's all. Who wouldn't go a little off their nut? I better get that. The line to the regular phone got burned up in the fire, so now the only phone we got is the coin phone on the porch. Excuse me.
Emily?
My mother's jewelry! It's gone! Someone must have stolen it while we were all downstairs. I knew something like this was going to happen. I just knew it.
You mean this sort of thing has happened before?
You mean this sort of thing has happened before?
Yes. No. I'd rather not say, but I will say this. I did not leave the stove on. That fire was not my fault. Oh, what am I going to do? Without that jewelry, I don't have a prayer of paying for a new stove, and without a stove, I'll have to sell the inn, and if I lose the inn... I wish Mom were still here. I wish Josiah Crowley had left us the money like he always said he was going to. That's what I wish.
Who's Josiah Crowley?
He was this old man that lived next door. He died last year. He spent most of his time here at the inn, and he led my mom and me to believe that he'd left a lot of money for us in his will. He gave us a clock, and afterwards, he'd always point to it and get this little twinkle in his eye and say, "Time will tell." But when they finally found his will, he didn't leave us a penny.
Maybe he didn't leave you anything because he didn't have anything.
Maybe he didn't leave you anything because he didn't have anything.
Oh, he didn't act like it, but he was rich. His estate was worth almost $250,000. Everything went to Richard Topham. He's this man who claims to be able to help people develop their paranormal powers.
How did Josiah Crowley know him?
How did Josiah Crowley know him?
Josiah was kind of a screwball. One time he showed up at my birthday party dressed as my great-aunt Harriet. I didn't know it was really him until 2 days later. Anyway, he had all these weird hobbies, and he always thought it would be really keen to read minds. Josiah invited Richard Topham to move in so Topham could help him develop his paranormal powers right there in his house. Josiah was a sweet old man, and I do miss him. And he was free to give his money to whomever he wanted. But to get our hopes up like that, and then leave us nothing, it just wasn't like him.
Where is Richard Topham now?
Where is Richard Topham now?
He still lives in Josiah's house, which is right down the path out back. His house and the inn were built at the same time by two brothers during the Civil War.
Was your mother's jewelry insured?
Was your mother's jewelry insured?
Gosh, I forgot about that. I don't know. Jim Archer, I bet he'd know. He's our banker. I guess I should go talk to him.
Not one of your favorite people, huh?
Not one of your favorite people, huh?
Oh no, Mr. Archer's very nice. I mean, for a stuffy old banker. I'm just so bad at business things. And Jane, my guardian, she tries hard, but she's no good at it either. Maybe you could go talk to him. Please? It would be
Sure.
such a big help.
Sure.
He runs the Main Street Bank. You can't miss it. I'll call him and tell him you're coming.
How many people knew you kept your mother's jewelry in here?
How many people knew you kept your mother's jewelry in here?
No one. Well, Jane, my guardian, she knew, but I didn't tell anyone else.
I'll be back in a little bit.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Don't forget to call your father.
Okay, we have this, which we can't open. The Shibiot by Omar Khayyam. Gloria, read this, and pretty soon this fellow will be your favorite poet too. Your pal Josiah. Myself, when young, did eagerly frequent doctrine, saint, and heard great argument. Oh, or is that gain and heard great argument about it and about, but evermore came out by the same door wherein I went. With this the seed of wisdom did I sow, and with mine own hand brought it to make it grow. And this was all the harvest that I reaped. It came like water, and like wind I go. Okay.
Is this your sewing machine?
Actually, that belonged to my mom. She and Jane used to be dressmakers. Mom was going to teach me how to use it, but she never got the chance.
I don't need to do it right now. That's the map. Is that all there is to see? I think that's all there is to see. It's a nice place, but
So, is Emily all right?
Someone stole her mother's jewelry.
What?
did you happen to see anyone go upstairs during all the commotion that the fire caused?
Did you happen to see anyone go upstairs during all the commotion that the fire caused?
No. You mean someone stole it while everybody was rushing around trying to put out the fire? Hypers! If you can't trust a fireman, who can you trust?
Are you sure no one besides you and Emily were in the kitchen this morning?
Are you sure no one besides you and Emily was in the kitchen this morning?
Was in
Positive.
the kitchen.
Well, I suppose someone could have snuck in the back door. Are you saying someone caused that fire on purpose? To distract us?
It's possible, don't you think?
It's possible, don't you think?
But I'm the only one who knew she had that jewelry. Well, it's not quite true. When Gloria was alive, she could have told people about it, or people may have seen her wearing it. And when she died, they knew the jewelry had to be around here somewhere, right?
Does anyone in particular come to mind?
Sorry, it's been hard enough getting to know Emily, let alone anyone else in this backwater burg. Well, guess better go call the sheriff.
Is that your car you saw when I drove up the driveway?
Is that your car I saw when I drove up the driveway?
My old rust bucket's parked out back where nobody'll see it. Be nice to buy something decent, but last time I checked, my last name was Willoughby, not Rockefeller.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
You betcha.
Okay. Check out this room. Titusville, Tattler. Hobo sign language becoming widespread. As the number of homeless men drifting into town looking for handouts increases with hard times, so does the use of the peculiar signs and symbols they develop to communicate with each other. To see these hobo symbols in action, you may well need to look no further than your own backyard. For example, if there's a circle with an arrow coming out the side drawn in chalk on the coal in a nearby sidewalk, it means that a hobo is telling his fellow vagrants to go this way. If the arrow is drawn through the circle, then he's telling fellow vagrants, do not go this way. If there is a circle with an X in the middle on your fence, is there a circle with an X in the middle of your fence? But expect visitors because it indicates that this is a good place for a handout. A plain empty circle might be more for your liking, or it means nothing here. What follows are some of the most common symbols and their meanings, so next time you see one on the fence wall or railroad trestle, you'll be in the know. Clever Hans. What he taught his master and us. Late last century, a retired teacher named Wilhelm von Osten set out to prove that animals are far more intelligent than commonly believed true, and that they are perfectly capable of adding, subtracting, even telling time. Okay, maybe not. Provided they receive the proper education. He bought the horse called Hans and proceeded to teach him arithmetic as if he were a schoolboy, using carrots instead of a hickory stick to elicit the desired responses. Amazingly, within 2 years, Hans was able to give the answers to mathematical problems by pawing the ground. More amazingly, the horse was almost never wrong. Von Osten was convinced that he had indeed taught his horse arithmetic, and for years it seemed to everyone who saw the clever Hans in action that von Osten was right. Of particular interest to the scientific community was the fact that the horse was able to give the correct answer even when von Osten was not present, which ruled out the possibility that his master was perpetuating a hoax by giving him subtle hand or voice signals. But finally, a scientist named Oscar Fugust observed that Hans gave the correct answer, that is, he pawed the ground the correct number of times, only when someone whom the horse could see knew the answer to the problem that had been posed. This meant that the horse was, indeed, reacting to visual cues. Eventually, Fugust proved that Hans's cleverness lay not in the math skills, but in his uncanny ability to perceive tiny involuntary body movements. When the pawing horse reached the correct answer, the people around him would react, albeit unconsciously. A slight nod of the head, a relaxing of the shoulders, a straightening of the back. All were cues which to Hans meant that it was time to stop pawing and enjoy the carrot that was sure to be forthcoming. Von Osten, who all along had unwittingly been providing his wonder horse with the correct answers, died 5 years later. Far too disillusioned and humiliated to appreciate the invaluable lesson that his misadventure in equine education had inadvertently taught the rest of us. Thanks to Han, we know now that what people do without being aware that they are doing it can often speak volumes. And thanks to this master, we know that if a man wants to believe that something is truly bad enough, he'll often unsubconsciously find a way to make it true. But like Hans, the more observant we are, the more likely it is that we'll pick up the cues that the believer is inadvertently providing us with cues that will ultimately allow us, like Fuchs, to discern facts from fancy. Okay. So we have this little puzzle.
Looks like I need to get the bird from one side to the other.
Okay. It should be easy, right? There we go.
Wonder what this mirror's doing in here.
Is that it? That was easy. That was so freaking easy. Okay. So I got some rain material, we did that. Barred Bounce. A game based upon A Midsummer Night's Dream. A play by William Shakespeare. Do Shakespeare proud by using the arrows to remove each man and woman with whom he belongs to. Remember, love is never easy. Whenever he moves someone, he will keep going until he hits an obstacle, another chapter, or the end of the row. Character, another character at the end. So plan ahead. Okay. We got yellow, red, blue, green. Let's move blue down this way. see. Keen. Did I get anything out of that?
What's cooking?
Where did that barred bounce game that's in the parlor come from? Do you know?
Where did that barred bounce game that's in the parlor come from? Do you know?
Emily says Josiah Crowley brought it in one day and just left it. Said it was so guests, as in him, would have something to do while they waited for a table.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Bye now.
There's that hobo symbol, a cat. Let's call Nancy's dead.
Into the slot, please.
I'm gonna save here. Just cause. I'm gonna just save it
Hello. I said drop a nickel. Drop a nickel into the slot, please. There we go. Now, how may I be of service?
there. I'd like to talk to Carson Drew. His number is...
I'd like to talk to Carson Drew. His number is KL57187.
Hang on a minute.
Carson Drew speaking.
Hi, Dad.
Well, I see you got to Titusville okay.
The car ran like a top.
The car ran like a top.
It ought to. That's a fine car. You treat it well, it'll treat you well.
I was told that you wanted me to call.
I need to get some documents from a colleague over there. I thought since you were in the area, you could pick them up. Save him paying postage.
Sure. What's the address?
He said he'd just leave them for you at the telegraph office. Just drive into town and look for Tubby Telegrams. He said you can't miss it.
Will do.
These papers are extremely important, Nancy.
I will pick them up, Dad.
Good. Remember, watch your gas gauge and get gas when you're low so you don't run out. And try to avoid potholes. The more you hit, the likely it is you'll wind up with a flat.
Yes, Dad.
And if you do get a flat, take it off and put on your spare, and then head straight to a gas station and get it fixed.
Yes, Dad.
Okay. She wanted me to have you lock her mother's jewelry up in your safe, only someone stole it before I could take it with me.
She wanted me to have you lock her mother's jewelry up in your safe. Only someone stole it before I could take it with me.
Stole it? Good gosh.
That was right after the stove in the kitchen exploded.
That was right after the stove in the kitchen exploded.
The stove exploded? Sounds to me like you'd be well advised to cut your visit there short.
No, I want to find out what's going on. I have to find out what's going on.
You have to?
Well, yeah, you know. Emily just lost her mom, and she's worried about losing the inn, and her guardian's all wet when it comes to helping out, and...
And the truth is, you are so curious that you feel like you'll absolutely burst if you don't find out why all these weird things have been happening, right?
Yes.
Don't worry, I know the feeling. You're a chip off the old block, I'm afraid. Well, as long as you're like me in one other way, you should be fine.
What way is that? Smart?
Careful.
If somebody says they're going to leave you something in their will and then doesn't, is there anything you can do about it?
If somebody says they're going to leave you something in their will and then doesn't, is there anything you can do about it?
Not a thing. Whatever's in writing is the only thing that counts. Unless, of course, the will was tampered with or forged. And you can prove it. If not, you're out of luck. Why do you ask?
Emily's neighbor, Josiah Crowley, told her and her mom that they were going to inherit part of his estate. But when he died, his will left everything to this ESP expert named Richard Topham.
That's too bad, but this Crowley fellow was free to leave whatever he wanted to whomever he wanted, I'm afraid. People do change their minds, you know.
I met Emily's guardian, Jane. What does a guardian do anyway?
I met Emily's guardian, Jane. What does a guardian do anyway?
A guardian is pretty much a surrogate parent. Jane is legally responsible for Emily's physical and financial well-being.
Jane doesn't strike me as being the parental type. In fact, I get the impression she's in way over her head.
Fortunately for her, it's not forever. Most guardianships end when the ward turns 18. Then both Jane and Emily will be free to do whatever they please.
Do you think Emily's mom would have chosen somebody a little more competent to take care of her only child?
You'd think Emily's mom would have chosen somebody a little more competent to take care of her only child.
Things aren't always as they appear. Maybe she's not as bad as you think.
Or maybe she's worse.
Don't tell me you think Emily's guardian stole the jewelry. Good grief, where did you get such a suspicious mind?
I think it was from the person who has always told me that the best way to solve a problem is to look at all the possibilities, Dad.
I did say that, didn't I?
Goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye, Dad.
Take care.
Okay. Let's go over here. Across the bridge. I'm gonna save here.
Got it. Looks like someone recently had a key appraised.
One metal key, determine current resale. March 11, 1930. Yeah, this is, if I remember correctly, a school. And it's Josiah's house. The Topham School for the study and development of paranormal powers.
Over here, Miss Drew. Find the toy mouse and give it to Yuri, would you please? Otherwise, he'll just keep meowing. He hates strangers.
Okay, we're looking for a toy mouse.
Find the toy mouse yet?
I see
believe it's by the table.
There you go, kitty cat.
How nice of you to drop by. And thank you for walking instead of parking in the driveway. I'm expecting a pupil. I'd hate for her to have to park on the road.
How did you know who I was?
How did you know who I was?
If one is to teach others how to develop and use their paranormal gifts, it's only logical that one must possess such gifts oneself.
Does that mean you can read minds or tell the future, or what exactly?
Does that mean you can read minds or tell the future, or what exactly?
The paranormal includes telepathy, or communicating by sending and receiving thoughts, extrasensory perception, or perceiving that which cannot physically be seen or heard, and psychokinesis, using one's psychic energy to reshape or move objects.
Jeepers, you can do all that?
Jeepers, you can do all that?
Yes. Well, on occasion. As I tell my students, increasing one's rate of success is simply a matter of practice.
Do you have a lot of students?
Do you have a lot of students?
Oh, indeed. I take them through exercises designed to help them increase their output of phantasmic energy. If you want to sign up for an introductory session, I believe I have an opening today.
What I really like to do is talk about Josiah Crowley.
What I really like to do is talk about Josiah Crowley.
Oh. I'm afraid I'm busy, young lady. Far too busy to engage in idle conversation.
When would be a good time for me to come back?
When would be a good time for me to come back?
I'll be blunt, Miss Drew. I've discovered that the more time I spend with the, shall we say, intellectually unendowed, the more my cerebral pulsations seem to diminish. I'm afraid I cannot speak to you further unless and until you prove that you are worthy. That is, that your brainwaves are not unacceptably inferior and thus deleterious to mine.
How would I do that?
How would I do that?
What I have here is an exercise in logic. If you can discern the correct solution, then I'll know that conversing with you will do me no psychic harm. You may take it with you.
Okay.
Good luck and good day.
This is like a puzzle thing. They're all wet.
That looks right.
Doll going up, I think.
Am I smart or what?
Double cross.
I'm getting there.
Dry going up.
That looks right.
Those are big letters. I'll say big cheese.
Am I smart or what?
Am I to assume that you have the correct solution to that logic problem?
Right here.
Let's have a look. Why, you appear to have indeed found the solution. Well, since you've proved yourself to be intellectually above average, which means talking to you should do me no harm, what would you like to talk about?
When and how did he meet Josiah Crowley?
When and how did you meet Josiah Crowley?
Last summer, while on my way to the university for a conference, I stopped for a bite at the Lilac Inn. Since it was crowded and I was in a hurry, I agreed to share a table with an elderly gentleman who, like me, was by himself. As soon as I told Mr. Crowley who I was and what I did, well, he insisted that I give him a training session that very afternoon, and was so thrilled with his progress that he demanded I stay and teach him everything I knew.
So was his idea that you set up your school in his house?
So it was his idea that you set up your school in his house?
Oh, I know rumor has it that I somehow tricked him into it, that I insinuated my way into his home, but I assure you that was not the case.
Were you surprised when you found out that Josiah had left you everything?
Were you surprised when you found out that Josiah had left you everything?
Delighted? Yes. Surprised? Not really. Josiah was all alone, you see, surrounded by people like the Crandalls and that banker, Jim Archer. People who were nice to him only because they knew he had money.
Did you hear about the explosion and fire at the Lilac Inn this morning?
Did you hear about the explosion and fire at the Lilac Inn this morning?
I heard the explosion and fire. Ruined my 9 o'clock session.
So you were with a customer when it happened.
So you were with a customer when it happened?
Pupil. I was with a pupil. I run a school, not a vegetable stand, and yes, I was. Until I dismissed her 20 minutes early. All the ruckus made concentration impossible.
How well do you get along with Emily and her guardian, Jane?
How well do you get along with Emily and her guardian, Jane?
Very well, as far as I'm concerned. But as far as they're concerned, well, the fact that Josiah left everything to me made some people around here, including Emily and now this Jane Willoughby, very bitter. It hurts me, of course, but it's human nature, I suppose.
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Would it be okay if I looked around?
Go right ahead. The place is more like a museum than a house.
True.
Josiah was a man of many, many interests. I'll be right here if you have any questions.
Okay, let's look around. Weird portrait. That must be him right there.
What do you do with these?
I put them on the windshields of cars parked in the area. Great advertising.
Ever put them on cars at the Lilac Inn?
All the time. I've gotten quite a few pupils that way. I'm afraid that fire today was as unfortunate for me as it was for Miss Crandall.
That's cool. Very well. Okay.
As you'll soon realize, Josiah's mental faculties were starting to go, I'm afraid. He tended to ramble. Very little of what he wrote in there makes sense.
Last one,
What
I
are
forget.
you when you win, barred bounce? What poet is the cat's meow? What will para my miniature golf course get you? What's Gloria's middle name? Becoder is in the rivet. 2 to the right.
By carousel or some shit.
It looks like Josiah lent a trivet to someone, but I can't make out to whom.
Okay. Cute.
The man on stage in this picture, is that Josiah?
Yes, that's from a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream that he directed and starred in. It closed after 2 nights, but he didn't care. He loved that play.
Mia's Puck. look at this.
Was this Josiah's clock?
Everything in here was Josiah's.
This is like a matching game. Fun. What did I get? Another one of those. Okay. Got a book here, putting physics to work in the modern world. Sir William Crookes. Crookes radiometer. A radiometer is a device which measures the intensity of heat and light, radiant energy. In 1873, Sir William Crookes developed a special kind of radiometer in which 4 square vanes were mounted on the 2 arms of a small rotor inside a clear glass bulb. Most air was pumped out of the bulb, resulting in air vacuum, and the raptor was balanced on a vertical support, which allowed it to turn to a minimal amount of friction. Each of the vanes were black on one side and silver on the other. The vanes revolved when exposed to light, always spinning as if the light were pushing on the black surface, making it appear to Crookes the light was applying pressure to the dark vanes. But this explanation for the radiometer effect was soon called into question. Since dark surfaces absorb light and shiny surfaces reflect it, light should actually apply more pressure to the shiny surface of the vane, which meant the shiny surface should appear to be pushed by the light. Since this was not the case, some other principles had to be at work. Another theory proposed that because the black surface absorbed radiant energy, rarefied gas on the black side of the vane would heat up and eventually apply enough pressure on the vane to make it spin. But the fact that the warmer gas simply expands and flows across the surface instead of pushing on it disproves this still widely held yet erroneous explanation for the radiometer effect. A more likely explanation involves thermal transpiration, or the flow of cooler gas molecules toward warmer molecules, which causes the cooler gas on the shiny side of the vane to pass around the edges toward the warm black side, and which results counterintuitively in the vane moving away from the warmer gas toward the cooler gas. Radiometer is sometimes referred to as a light mill because light is used to turn the vanes much as water is used to turn a mill wheel. That's what you think. Depends on what you do with the light first. Pea brain. That's totally random. Upside down parrot, toy parrot, I hope. Do I check everything? There's this robot thing. We can play around with it.
I'm going to poke around some more, if that's okay.
I don't mind.
That's all it does, huh? Okay, I guess that's all it does. And we got the store.
There's nothing of interest in there.
We can't go in there. Okay, now we explored everything here. So let's go this barn thing. We need the code, the 4-letter word. Okay. We have, I believe, this golf course. To start over at any time, take a new scorecard. Don't forget to dump your old one first. Return your putter and ball when finished. This is where we get the thing. Okay. Where do we get the scorecard? Instructions for golf ball game. The object of the game is to figure out the sequence of the colored golf balls hidden beneath the panel in the upper right. To play, move a colored ball in the bottom row to a tee in the first column on the left. Do this 4 times to all 4 tees have balls on them. Now push the golf club button on the lower right to see a woolly guest. If a stick with a flag on it comes below the column, that means when the ball's in the column is the correct color and in the correct position. If a stick with no flag appears, it means when the ball's in the column is the correct color but is in the wrong position. If no stick appears, it means when the ball doesn't belong. By the way, the order of the sticks has nothing to do with the order of the balls in the solution. It's like Mastermind but with golf. Using this feedback, make another guess to place another 4 ball in the right column on the left. Next column on the left. Repeat this process 4 balls at a time until you figure out this sequence. When you succeed, congratulations. If you don't, just play again. You're bound to succeed eventually. Okay, I'm gonna guess red, green, yellow, blue. Wrong place. Red, green, yellow, purple. Red, yellow, green, blue. I wonder which one that one is. Red, green, purple, orange. Green, blue, purple, red, green, orange, purple, red. Okay. Green, purple, yellow. Oops. Let's try that again. Orange, red, blue, purple. Red, purple, green, yellow, purple, okay, red, orange, green, yellow, blue, orange, red. Which one's right? Is it green? Okay. Green, purple, red. Oops, I just backed out again. Let's try that again. Okay. I'm gonna guess green. Yellow. Maybe it was purple. Red. Okay, red. Yellow. Green. Oh, I'm close. Red. Orange. Yellow. Purple. Almost. So that'll be yellow. Orange, red. Green. Almost. Orange, yellow, red, blue. There we go. We did it.
Interesting.
The moon in the sky was once heard to say, it's high time. I saw this thing known as day. So the moon checked its clock and rose with the sun, and before long it realized just what it had done. It's far too bright here, I made a mistake. What heat, what havoc the sun can create. I want to go back, so when dusk came again, the moon rose when it should and said, ah, 'tis heaven. Okay. Is that a code for something? Make your par for the course, win a prize. Okay. So we gotta do this.
Can't hit the links without a scorecard.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I gotta get a scorecard. How much do I have? Ugh. Maybe I should save here. Save. Yes. Okay. So let's do this. Hole 1. Okay. We have to try to get it like actual golf. As low amount as we can. We have to get 30 or less than 30. Hole 2. I remember it took me quite a while to actually get that much. Oh no! No! Oh, this is gonna suck. Just gotta hit it there.
I hit it too hard.
Yep, my bad. 12. Oh my god. Hole 3. Let's do it. Can we throw it? Good. $16. Okay. It's in one of these holes. Let's do it. Yay. How fun. Okay, that's 19. Hole 5. Oh god. Oh no. Let's try that way. Good. Good, good, good. We're getting the hang of it. Oh, this one's sucky. Okay.
I hit it too hard.
No, you did it. If we can just... get in there. Oh god. I gotta do it extra hard.
Missed it.
Ah, too bad. Let's try again.
I should throw away my old scorecard first.
Okay.
Looks like I'm supposed to put my scorecard in here when I'm done.
Okay, let's try again. Hole 1. Chase me a couple times. There we go. 2. Hole 2. It's better if I do it here. Then we can go like that. This bad angle. Bad angle. Truly a bad angle. Okay. There we go. Hole 3. Good. Good. Wow, that was good. Hole 4.
I hit it too hard.
I got it too hard.
I hit it too hard. I hit it too hard.
Oh god. Okay, good. Okay. I'm not gonna get this at all. I have to get 30. Oh my god, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be impossible to do. Oh my god.
I hit it too hard. Missed it.
Yeah, I missed it. Again, the same score. Let's try again. How much do I have? Let's try again. Oh, I don't think I want to do that. 4.
I hit it too hard.
Yep.
I hit it too hard.
I got it. Perfect.
I hit it too hard.
Kind of, not quite. Ah. Oh no. Oh no. No! Jesus Christ. $26. Oh my god. I'm not gonna get this. Nope. I take it back. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make it. Simply.
I hit it too hard. I hit it too hard.
Girl, I'm not gonna be able to make that. Okay. I think we'll get this one. We have to go there.
Hooray!
We did it. We got 28 out of 30. We got lower than 30, I should say. Okay, cool. So what prize did we get? Ooh.
A little toy pony.
A little toy pony. I love ponies. Okay. That's lovely. I'm gonna save here. Okay. Now I'm gonna probably go back to the inn. See what's going on over there. Hello, watch us. Hello, Nancy.
What's cooking?
Have you met Richard Topham?
Have you met Richard Topham?
Yeah, I've had the displeasure of meeting that quack.
You don't think he can help people develop their psychic powers?
You don't think he can help people develop their psychic powers?
The only thing he's good at is separating little old ladies and dim-witted rubes from their hard-earned cash. In fact, he came over while they were putting out the fire today. Asked me who you were, and I was so frazzled at the time I told him. I don't usually give that crackpot the time of day.
Look how she moves her head. Josiah Crowley seemed to think he was legit.
Josiah Crowley seemed to think he was legit.
Like that circus fella said, there's a sucker born every minute. Me? I think ESP is a lot of J-U-N-K.
Does the miniature golf course that's out back belong to the inn?
Does the
It's
miniature
pretty cool.
golf course that's out back belong to the inn?
Not gonna lie.
No, that was Josiah Crowley's. Way I hear, he built it himself.
Was it open to the public?
Was it open to the public?
Nope, it was just his own private little course. Can you imagine? Wish I had money to throw around like that.
What was Emily's mom's middle name? Do you remember?
What was Emily's mom's middle name? Do you remember?
Of course I do. It was... Oh, piffle. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It was... It'll pop into this feeble brain of mine one of these days. Why don't you just go ask Emily?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Thanks. Okay.
Hi, Nancy.
What was your mother's middle name?
What was your mother's middle name?
Lois. Why?
Oh, just curious.
Lois? Let me write that down. Is the clock in the parlor the one Josiah gave you?
Is the clock in the parlor the one Josiah gave you?
Yes. I don't know why he gave it to us. It's never worked, and nobody can open it to find out why.
I'll be back in a little bit.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna go see if we can drive to Waddell Jewelry. That jeweler man. Okay. I love our convertible here, our little roadster. It's so cute.
That car I saw before is gone.
Okay. So we can also use the map to see where we are going. Oops. Okay, Waddell Jeweler is over here, so we're gonna go there. Waddell. Wait, where are we right now? Wait. Okay, we are here. We want to go straight up and there. Make a turn, and we have to watch out for these pit stops and pit stands for the car. So these things. Oh. Waddell Jeweler. Great.
Hello, are you Mr. Waddell?
So what if I am?
I found this receipt, and I just wondered what you could tell me about it.
Let me see that. One key, determined resale value, item 493. Oh yeah, this was for that key Jim Archer wanted me to appraise.
Jim Archer wanted you to appraise a key?
It was very ornate, had jewels all over it. Fake jewels, as it turned out. When I told him it was worthless, the cheapskate refused to pay me and told me to keep it.
Do you think I could have it?
Sure, once you pay the appraisal fee.
Which is...
$1.50.
Here you go.
Good, here's the key. Enjoy.
Okay. So now we should go to the bank, which is right next to it. Main Street Bank. Watch out for that. Thank you.
Hello, I'm looking for Jim Archer.
Right through that door.
Hello, Jim Archer.
Hello! Are you Nancy Drew?
That's who Emily was calling. Sounds like Emily called you.
Sounds like Emily called you.
Yes, ma'am. Jim Archer. I'm founder, president, manager, and just about everything else you can name when it comes to this fine enterprise.
I hear that some businesses aren't doing so well these days.
I hear that some businesses aren't doing so well these days.
Ever since the stock market crashed, one business after another has closed, including banks. President Hoover keeps saying that a recovery is just around the corner, but you have to wonder.
Is your bank doing okay? That's bad English, but
Is
okay.
your bank doing okay?
I'm happy to report that we're doing just fine, thank you. Excuse me.
Okay.
Main Street Bank, Jim Archer speaking. No, I don't. I'm sorry, but... Yes, I know, but... All right, then just bring it by.
Oh, I look sad. Oh, Nancy's still
Sorry
here.
for the interruption. How can I help you?
Do you happen to know whether the jewelry Emily inherited from her mother was insured?
Do you happen to know whether the jewelry Emily inherited from her mother was insured?
Well, I know for a fact that it was not. Why?
Because someone snuck into the inn today and stole it.
Oh, no. I heard there'd been a fire in the kitchen, but when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? I told Gloria not to let that policy lapse.
Why did she let it lapse?
Why did she let it lapse?
She felt that since Josiah Crowley would be leaving her a large sum of money when he died, or so she thought, paying to insure her jewelry just wasn't necessary.
How well do you know Josiah Crowley?
How well did you know Josiah Crowley?
Well enough for him to name me executor of his will. An executor is the person who makes sure the terms of a will are carried out.
Why do you think he wound up leaving Gloria nothing?
Why do you think he wound up leaving Gloria nothing?
I have no idea. Truth be told, he'd given me the impression that I would be well taken care of when he passed on too. But when I finally read his will, it all went to Topham.
Where did Josiah keep his will?
Where did Josiah keep his will?
He'd hidden it in a chest of drawers in his house. It took me months to find it. When he named me executor, he said he'd tell me where it was hidden when the time was right. Whatever that meant.
How did Josiah die?
How did Josiah die?
He was sitting in the public library reading when apparently his heart just decided it was time to stop.
What was he reading?
What was he reading?
His favorite book, The Make-Up Secrets of Lon Chaney.
The will he found in Josiah's house. Is it possible that Josiah didn't really write it?
The will you found in Josiah's house. Is it possible that Josiah didn't really write it?
Well, the thought that it could be a forgery did cross my mind. But an expert verified that the will had been typed on Josiah's typewriter and signed in Josiah's hand.
But Richard Topham lived in Josiah's house. He had access to his typewriter and he could have copied his signature.
But Richard Topham lived in Josiah's house. He had access to his typewriter and he could have copied his signature.
As far as the law is concerned, the matter is closed, Miss Drew.
But it's possible that Josiah's real will is still out there. Are you sure he never gave you any clue as to where he'd hidden his will?
Whenever I asked him, he said he'd tell me when the time is right. Although, he got a safe deposit box here about 3 years ago.
Maybe that's where his real will is.
Maybe that's where his real will is.
Topham has tried to claim its contents, but he can't find the key.
Maybe he knows the real will could be in there, only he wants to destroy it.
Maybe he knows the real will could be in there, only he wants to destroy it.
Now, Miss Drew, I wouldn't go jumping to any conclusions.
How well do you know Jane Willoughby? You know, Emily's guardian?
How well do you know Jane Willoughby? You know, Emily's guardian?
Not well at all. Met her once or twice. Seemed a little flighty.
What was Emily's mom like?
What was Emily's mom like?
Had a good head on her shoulders. Friendly, too. Having a big slice of blueberry pie at the Lilac Inn was always a real treat. It'd be nice if family could carry on the tradition, but times are just too tough. If she's smart, she'll sell before the bills start piling up.
What's your opinion of Richard Topham?
What's your opinion of Richard Topham?
Interesting gentleman who's in an interesting line of work.
Does he do business here?
Does he do business here?
Yes, he does.
Jane thinks he's a crackpot.
Jane thinks he's a crackpot.
He makes a living doing whatever it is he does, so obviously someone thinks he's the real deal.
I guess I'll be going.
I guess I'll be going.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye. Let's look around first.
Is this your car?
Yes, it is. Bought and paid for.
There's a woman right here in a car. Safe deposit box. What's this? A building.
Who's Clara?
Clara Pickford is this lonely old woman who comes in here every once in a while. Took a shine to me for some reason. Insisted on giving me that picture.
To Jim Archer, my ace in the hole. Affectionately yours, Clara.
Did Josiah Crowley give you this clock?
Yes. Unfortunately, it stopped keeping time almost immediately.
It would sure be nice to be able to open this thing.
Yeah, somehow we'll get there.
Don't you ever use this typewriter?
That used to be Josiah Crowley's. It was the only thing he left me in his will. Naturally, it doesn't work. The keys always jam.
October 9, 1929. Dear Mrs. Sheldon, here is the trivet I said you could borrow for your party at Twin Elms. Please take care of it because I will want it back someday. Your friend, Josiah C. I wonder if Josiah ever got his trivet back.
Should we talk to him some more or no?
Hello again.
Was that your car I saw parked near the Lilac Inn this morning?
Was that your car I saw parked near the Lilac Inn this morning?
I haven't been there in months. You saw someone else's car. It's a very popular make and color, you know.
I just wonder what it was doing there.
I just wonder what it was doing there.
Probably just someone sneaking onto that miniature golf course that Josiah built back there. Or bootleggers. I hear they frequent that area too.
The key that you had Mr. Waddell appraise, could that be the key to the clock that Josiah Crowley gave you?
The key that you had Mr. Waddell appraise. Could that be the key to the clock that Josiah Crowley gave you?
It might have been, I suppose. You know about that?
I found the receipt on the path to Richard Topham's house.
I found the receipt on the path to Richard Topham's house.
Really? I thought I'd thrown it out. You see, when he told me the key was worthless, I lost all interest in it.
So, it would be all right if I kept the key for myself?
I have no use for it. In fact, if you want that old clock, you can have it too.
I guess I'll be going.
I guess I'll be going.
Goodbye now.
Okay. I can use it now. I got permission. Now this is a clock gear puzzle, I believe. So I just gotta put them together. You can see the lines too. There we go. We got the third mirror. Okay. Let's go back to the inn. Let's see if it's Lewis, like Emily said. L O I S. Right? Oh no. You know what it might be? It might be the questions in that Lest I Forget book, if I remember correctly. Okay, so might have to go back and look at it again.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hi, Mr. Topham.
Hi, Mr. Topham. Okay. Let's see, where was the book? Here it was.
Do you mind if I look around some more?
Be my guest.
Okay, these are the puzzles. Lock on carriage house. What are you when you win barred bounce? You are keen. What poet is a cat's meow? That was a book in Emily's room. It was Omar something Khayyam, I think. So it's Omar. What will par on my miniature golf course get you? A pony. What's Gloria's middle name? Lewis. Okay, I remember now. So let's go back. Oops. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way. This is gonna be Keen. See, it has 4 of these. And I think the other one was the cat's meow was Omar. The third one was like, what was the prize for the golf pony? And the last one was Lewis. There we go. Finally. This is the barn. Freshwater fish of the Midwest. Bogart's pond fish like yellow perch, shallow water, minnows, walleye, deep clear waters, earthworm, reeder, reindeer, deep clear water, grubs, smallmouth bass, grass beds, and grubs, catfish, rocky water earthworm, largemouth bass, grass beds, and murrows. Okay. Anything else we can look at?
Something about this clock reminds me of the poem I saw at the mini golf course.
Okay. I remember it. I took a picture of it. So... Okay. Let's go. Right? Or no? Okay. I know what I'm supposed to do. So that little poem thing that we saw at the golf course, I took a picture of it. And basically, the color letters are the words, numbers. So, it was 1, 2, 4, and then 2, I believe. Then it was 8. Oops, I messed up. I gotta see where I'm turning. 1, 2, 4, 2, and then 8, and then 2 again, and then 7. There you go, and it makes a click. Got the 4th mirror. Easy. Oh gosh. Okay. So this one, I think, is a radio meter. And so it was based off the book Josiah's House. It's a domino puzzle, basically. So we gotta move them to the right spots. Quite easy, you can switch them around. Although you might want to move that one. So this is 5, 1, 2, 3. That's 7. 5, 2, 6. Unless it's this one. Right? Do I put something here? Oh, you know what? I think I'm supposed to put the mirrors if I remember correctly. There's these mirrors. I remember. Okay, you want to put the mirrors here first. There was something to do with mirrors. Because we got 4 mirrors.
If I could let some light in here, I might be able to reflect it off these mirrors.
And then we did that puzzle. Oh, we have to do it over. Got it. Okay. That should be fine. That's wrong. Okay. Should be that. No, that's the wrong one. Okay. I had it before. There, no. Actually, wait. There we go. Now I can pull it.
Something tells me I need to adjust the mirrors so that the light bounces off of them and onto that radiometer.
Okay. So now this is another puzzle. Like that. There we go. forget where you put L Watt, Marshall's band, you old coot. Okay, so this is like
I've
another
seen
code.
these symbols before.
This is hobo.
They were in that newspaper story about hobos.
Okay, this is a ham radio,
Looks like Josiah was a ham radio operator.
which we don't know yet. We don't know the frequency. Order new quartz from Krollmeister Crystal Company, 120929, 1929, December 9th. Paid $4.74. Highway robbery. Delivery to take 6 weeks. Have Waddell cut the blank. You did a swell job last time.
Maybe I should ask Richard Topham if this crystal ever got delivered.
We're gonna need something here. And that's all there is to this room. So now we gotta go speak to Richard Topham again. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hi, Mr. Topham.
Now what?
Do you by any chance know who Marcel is?
Do you by any chance know who Marcel is?
Marcel was what Josiah called his favorite hat.
His hat? The man named his hat?
He loved that hat, so to him, naming it made perfect sense.
Do you still have Marcel?
Do you still have Marcel?
No, as a matter of fact, I gave that hat to Gloria Crandall. She said she was fond of the old fellow and wanted something to remember him by, although I suspect the real reason she wanted that hat was to see if he'd stashed any money in it.
Josiah ordered something from the Krollmeister Crystal Company just before he passed away. Do you know if it ever arrived?
Josiah ordered something from the Krollmeister Crystal Company just before he passed away. Do you know if it ever arrived?
You must be talking about that chunk of quartz that came last winter. I still have it right here. Why?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm a rock collector. Do you think I'm a rock collector. Do you think I'd have it?
Well, as a matter of fact, I'm a rock collector. Do you think I could have it?
Perhaps we can work something out. You see, amazing as this is going to sound, I am able to project my thoughts into another person's brain.
Really?
Really?
The only problem is, not everyone has the intellectual capacity to receive my thoughts. But since you have already demonstrated a high level of intelligence, yes, you may very well be the ideal subject.
Me? Really?
Me? Really?
You are going to help me prove that I am telepathic. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to shuffle a deck which contains
This
5
one's
sets of
tricky a
these
little bit,
cards.
but not really.
Then I'm going to turn my back, draw a card, look at it, and start transmitting my thoughts. When you receive my thoughts, you will identify the card I'm looking at. Once you correctly identify 5 cards in a row, I'll give you that piece of quartz.
But what if I can't do it?
Just stay focused on the cards and my superior brain power will do the rest. Very well, let's begin.
Trial and error.
Can you tell me what card this is?
This one.
That's not right. Here's another. What card is this?
This one.
No, try again. What card am I holding?
This one.
Wrong. Here's another. What card am I concentrating on?
I think it's this one.
Incorrect. You must focus. Here's another. What card am I looking at?
This one.
Wrong. Well, you failed to correctly identify 5 in a row. Shall we continue?
You bet. Ready when you are.
Very well. Let's begin. Do you know what card I'm looking at?
I think it's this one.
That's not right. Here's another. What card am I concentrating on?
I think it's this one.
No, try again. Do you know what card I'm looking at?
This one.
You go, girl. Here's another. Do you know what card I'm looking at?
I think it's this one.
Yes. Here's another. Which card am I thinking of?
This one.
Very good.
Oh my gosh. Whenever he picks up a particular card, he always says the same thing.
Well, you failed to correctly identify 5 in a row.
Okay, I
Shall
got
we
3
continue?
out of 5.
You bet. Ready when you are.
Very well. Let's begin.
I'm gonna write it down.
What card am I holding?
You're holding that
This
one.
one.
Incorrect. You must focus. Here's another. What card is this?
This one.
That's not right. Here's another. What card am I looking at?
This one.
Wrong. Here's another.
Oh, this is
Do
hard.
you know what card I'm looking at?
This one.
Incorrect. You must focus. Here's another. Do you know what card I'm looking at?
This one.
Wrong. Well, you failed to correctly identify
this is
5 in
gonna
a
take a
row.
while.
Shall we
Okay.
continue? What card am I thinking about?
This one.
Wonderful. Here's another. What card am I concentrating on?
This one.
Yes. Here's
So
another.
I play this
Tell me,
little bit
what
and I
card
know
is
which one.
this?
That's a star. No. Oh, that's a cross.
This one.
Very good. You did it. Well, actually, I did it. But in any case, thank you for your assistance. Here's the piece of crystal that Josiah ordered. Take it. You've earned it. Well, actually, I earned it, but let's not quibble.
But Mr. Topham, I didn't really... I mean, you didn't really... I mean, I'm afraid that subconsciously you may have...
Yes?
Never mind.
Do you need anything else?
What do you think happened to the key to Josiah's safe deposit box?
What do you think happened to the key to Josiah's safe deposit box?
Josiah no doubt lost it. He had a terrible memory, poor fellow.
What do you think is in the safe deposit box?
What do you think is in the safe deposit box?
No doubt it's filled with the same thing as this house. Junk. But if it's junk, why haven't I gotten rid of it, you may well ask. Well, I know it's silly to hang on to Josiah's things, but he was a wonderful man, you see, and I just don't have the heart to get rid of them. Too sentimental for my own good, I guess.
It was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you.
I'm sure it was.
Okay. Let's go back to the inn. So basically that puzzle is, you have to remember, it's a trial and error, but you had to remember the words he was saying and it would be the same card. What if he said the same thing again, you know, all that.
Oh, Nancy,
Oh,
I'm
no.
afraid there's been more trouble.
Trouble?
Trouble?
It's Emily. Oh, this is silly. I'm her guardian. I should just make her sell this place. She's only 17, for Pete's sakes. She should be out meeting boys and going to parties, not trying to run a business.
Miss Willoughby, what happened?
Just go ask her, and make her tell you everything.
Okay.
Jane told you, didn't she?
What happened?
What happened?
That picture on the wall over there, I saw it move. I was just
it
sitting
is
here and it
slightly.
moved all by itself. I saw it move, I really did. Last week, a book fell off the shelf for no reason. And before that, I heard these weird noises. And almost every day I hear a voice, like a whisper, coming out of nowhere. Jane thinks it's nerves, but I don't want to talk about this. Did you
Okay.
see Jim Archer?
I'm afraid I don't have very good news.
The jewelry wasn't insured?
Your mom dropped the insurance in order to save money for...
Your mom dropped the insurance in order to save money for...
Shh! Did you hear that?
Hear what? Shh!
Girl.
Nothing. I'm going to have to sell the inn, aren't I?
You know, it's possible, just possible, that the will that was found was not the will Josiah wrote.
You mean he may have left this money after all? No, that's wishful thinking. And I refuse to get my hopes up again because they'll probably just get dashed again. Listen, I feel bad enough that you drove all the way out here for nothing. Maybe you should just go home.
Would you mind if I stayed for a while?
Would you mind if I stayed for a while?
No, but I really don't feel like being sociable right now. There's nothing for you to do.
I'd like to figure out what happened to that jewelry.
I'd like to try to figure out what happened to that jewelry.
What are you? Some kind of Sam Spade?
Well, just because I've never solved a mystery before doesn't mean I can't. Anyway, there's no harm in trying, right? Who knows? I might turn out to be good at it.
Be my guest.
Did Josiah ever say anything about hiding his will somewhere?
Did Josiah ever say anything about hiding his will somewhere?
No, but he was always hiding stuff. I know because he was always writing reminders to himself about how to find it. But whenever the subject of his will came up, he'd just say he was happy knowing we were going to be happy when he passed on. Time will tell. That's all he'd say.
Do you have any idea where Josiah may have hidden his safe deposit box key?
Do you have any idea where Josiah may have hidden a safe deposit box key?
He could have hidden it anywhere. He always said his favorite hiding place was right under people's noses.
Would he happen to know where your mother put Josiah's favorite hat?
Would you happen to know where your mother put Josiah's favorite hat?
Look in the drawer right below me. That's where all Mom's mementos are.
I'll be back in a little bit.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe this is the key to Josiah's safe deposit box.
You don't need to look at everything in there, do you?
Sorry.
I can't click anything else. It's prohibiting me. Okay. Let's look at the moved picture.
What could have made this picture move?
Let's fix it. There we go. Art Nouveau. Love it. Love the art. Love the art. Great. I like it better than the 1920s, honestly. It's prettier. Let's go back to Jane.
So, what did Emily say? Did she tell you about the pictures and the voices?
How long has this been going on?
How long has this been going on?
For about 2 weeks, I guess. You know what? I'll bet it's me. I'll bet it finally hit Emily that I'm just not Gloria and I never will be, and that running this place is always gonna be all up to her. And it was just more than her poor mind could bear.
What did the sheriff say when he called him about the stolen jewels?
What did the sheriff say when you called him about the stolen jewels?
He said since nobody got robbed at gunpoint or anything, coming out here again just didn't seem necessary. Said it sounded to him like the jewelry had just been misplaced. You see, it only felt fair to tell him about Emily's, delicate state of mind.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Don't take any wooden nickels. What's cooking?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
You betcha.
So this seat thing, it's very interesting. Okay, this is actually a secret door.
Looks like this lever opens the couch. From the looks of those lanterns, I'm not the only one who's been down here recently.
No, I have not.
An old piggy bank. Swell, $1. This piggy bank looks like it's been here for a long time.
Okay.
I wonder if those tiles are supposed to make a picture.
This is a word. And they can be turned, so. Creepy's Corner. Which one's wrong? There we go.
Guess I better not leave the lights on. Jeepers, that sounds like Richard Topham. This door must open right into his living room.
Okay. Let's go back there the other way so we don't get caught. Let's get out of here.
Guess I better not leave the lights on.
Let's go take a ride. Okay, we got 280. We need to like do something with the crystal, I think. So let's go to the jeweler. Slower.
Hello, Mr. Waddell.
Now what?
I need for you to cut a blank from this piece of quartz.
No big deal. Let's see it.
The blank needs to be just like the one you made before for Josiah Crowley.
Like I said, no big deal. You're gonna have to cough up $2, though. You can pay me when you pick it up. Good day.
Okay. Let's go to the bank.
Hello again.
I think I found the key to Josiah's safe deposit box.
I think I found the key to Josiah's safe deposit box.
Really?
I have it right here.
It is from this bank.
May I see if it opens the box?
It takes 2 keys to open a safe deposit box. The owner's key and my key. And in this case, I'm under no obligation to open it for you.
Oh, but I...
However, were you to do me a small favor...
Sure.
Sure.
I hired a seamstress to make a dress for my wife's birthday next week. Unfortunately, the seamstress and I had a falling out, and now I need to find someone to finish the dress.
Maybe I could find... just hire a new seamstress.
Just hire a new seamstress.
Oh, the fact of the matter is, the dressmaker quit because I couldn't pay her. I misled you before. Business is not fine. This bank is on the brink of ruin.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Archer.
I wanted to get my wife something nice because, well, it might be the last nice thing she gets for a long, long time. Now, Emily once mentioned that Jane used to be a dressmaker.
Say no more. Just give me the dress and I'll take care of it.
Say no more. Just give me the dress and I'll take care of it.
I have it right here. The seamstress said that all the pieces have been cut out and basted together. All that's needed is a sewing machine. When it's finished, bring it back and I'll let you try that key in Josiah's safe deposit box.
I guess I'll be going.
Come back anytime.
Okay, so we're gonna do something. We're gonna look for the trivet that was lent to Miss Sheldon by Josiah. She's at Twin Elms, so right here.
Mrs. Sheldon?
Yes?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Emily Crandall's.
Get on with it, dear.
I was wondering, would it be possible for me to see the trivet you borrowed from Josiah Crowley?
You may not only see it, you may have it. Once I find it, that is. Unfortunately, I've an errand to run, so I can't look for it right now.
Maybe I could run the errand for you. I have a car.
So I see. A rather expensive car at that. Very well, Miss Drew. Go fetch my bridge cards from Miss Drakowski, and upon your return I shall present you with that trivet.
Who's Miss Drakowski?
The local telephone operator. You can find her at her house, or Titusville Telco, as she insists on calling it. The switchboard is in her parlor. As you can imagine, she never entertains. I, on the other hand, am expecting company within the hour, so do hurry.
Okay, so we have some chores to do. We gotta go to Titusville Telco. Titusville? I can't pronounce it. Hold on. Okay, sometimes they're not on here, so we gotta go look for them ourselves. Slower, slower. Nope. Johnson's general store. Just remember where everything is. That's all I gotta do. Because not everything's on the map. Oh, let's go this way. Slower, slower, slower. Also, our gas is on the left. So keep that in mind too. Public Library, the Rex. Oh god. Don't wanna get that. No, I don't think it's there. There it is.
Yeah?
Are you Miss Drakowski?
Yeah? And you are?
Nancy Drew. I'm a friend of Emily Crandall's. You know, at the Lilac Inn.
Oh, yeah, I put you through to your father, didn't I? You pick up those papers for him yet?
Actually, Wait a minute. How did you know about that?
See this headset I'm wearing? I plug it in and oh, what do you know? I hear things. Look, I'm kind of pressed for time. Going to a party and it takes me a while to get dolled up. What do you need?
Mrs. Sheldon asked me to pick up her bridge cards from you.
Tell you what, I'll get you those cards if you drive that fancy car of yours over to the orphanage and pick up some raffle tickets from Mrs. O'Shea. I should be able to unload a ton of them tonight.
I'd be happy to.
Good, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. So we're gonna go to that place, the orphanage, right down there. Oh.
Excuse me, are you Mrs. O'Shea?
Yes?
My name is Nancy Drew, and
Stephen, put that down this instant. We do not run with sticks in our hands or in our mouths.
I'm sorry. You were saying?
Miss Drakowski asked me to pick up some raffle tickets from you.
Oh, yes, the raffle tickets. The fact of the matter is
Elsie, no hitting.
I can't even think about those raffle tickets right now. I promised the children they'd each get a toy for going a full week without breaking anything. And I'm short 5 toys.
Do not eat that, Clarence.
Would you like me to get 5 toys for you?
Oh, goodness, if you could do that, I'd be forever grateful. They can be any kind of toy at all.
The children aren't the least bit picky.
Of course it tastes bad, Clarence. It's a pine cone.
I'd better go rinse out his mouth before... Oh, would you look at that? He's actually chewing it.
You're not a squirrel, Clarence. Spit that out this instant.
Okay, now we're gonna look for toys. So far we have one horse, red horse. We can get the other ones at the general store if I remember correctly. Our gas is okay. Let's go this way. Escape the potholes. Ooh. Oh, there's a pothole. Oh god. Okay, good.
Maybe I could buy some toys for the orphans in here.
Okay, we need 3 more. Actually, 5 more. So we have 2.
2 toys down, 3 to go.
Oops.
A vending machine that just sells toys. Keen.
Let's get a doll.
That makes 3 toys.
Let's get a train.
4 toys. I just need 1 more.
Which one should we do? I'm thinking the airplane.
5 toys. That's all I need.
Okay, we can go back.
Do you have 5 toys for me?
I certainly do.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're such a saint, you hear me? A saint. I'd better get these inside before the children see them. Thank you so much.
Mrs. O'Shea, the raffle tickets?
Oh, the raffle tickets? I don't have them, dear. You'll have to pick them up from Phelps' print shop. Then just take them straight to Mr. Kowski.
We don't pull hair, Ralphie. Especially when we have jelly on our hands.
Phelps print shop. Wonderful.
Okay, we're gonna go to the print shop.
I've only got half a tank of gas left. I should gas up before I forget.
Yeah. Let's do that. There's a gas station. Zippy Gas.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up?
Just 25 cents worth, please.
That'll be 25 cents.
Here you go.
Thank you, miss. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Drive zippily.
Okay. How much I have? Oh, not much. Okay, the telegram place. I mean the print shop, my bad. No, it's not good. Here we go.
Sorry, young lady, I'm about to close.
I'm just here to pick up the raffle tickets you printed for Mrs. O'Shea.
No, darn it. I did tell her I'd have those done today, didn't I? Well, I'm sorry, but they're just gonna have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, but I need to have them today.
And I need to go fishing.
Fishing?
My brother-in-law thinks he's hot stuff because he caught an 18-inch largemouth bass this morning. So I bet him I could catch a 19-incher by the end of the day. And if I do, I get his stamp collection. And if I don't, he gets mine. And since stamp collecting is about the only hobby I can afford these days, I'm going fishing.
I know. You stay here and print those raffle tickets, and I'll go fishing for you.
Not everybody can catch a 19-inch largemouth bass, you know. It takes skill and muscle and brains. Bass are pretty smart.
I can do it, Mr. Phelps.
You better be right, because you're not getting those raffle tickets until I get my 19-incher. You can use my gear. I left everything out at the fishing hole.
Great. I'll see you later.
Okay. Let's go. I think maybe this one. Is this Spillard's? Oh, okay. So I'm safe here. Okay.
First thing I need to do is bait my hook.
So he's looking for a largemouth bass. And if you remember, they like grass beds, and so we're gonna use minnows as bait.
Now I toss this in the water, and when the bobber goes under the water, I need to pull the line up fast.
Yep. Okay. We're gonna throw it to the... Where should we throw it? I'm gonna throw it to the right. And when it goes down, we immediately have to click it.
I caught one!
Was that 19? Yes.
Looks like 19 inches to me.
Good, we did it.
Oh, no offense, Mr. Fish, but you stink.
Okay.
Let's see what you got in there. How about that? You did it. Here, let me take it from you.
Please do. I think it's starting to get a little ripe.
Just rest yourself a minute while I get those raffle tickets. There you go. 10 dozen tickets to the annual Orphans Benefit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go make a telephone call.
To your brother-in-law?
Yeah, the one who used to collect stamps.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, weirdo. So let's go to the print shop and get those raffle tickets. Oh wait, I already did that. I gotta go to the telescope place. I'm losing track of where I'm at. Okay. Okay, there it is.
Hi, you got those raffle tickets for me?
I sure do.
Great. And here are Mrs. Sheldon's bridge cards. One of the gals spilled Moxie all over them, but I cleaned them up real good, so let's not tell Mrs. Sheldon, okay?
Okay. Thanks for your help, Miss Jakowski.
Thanks for your help. Bye now.
Okay, we're gonna go to Twin Elms now and give them to Miss Sheldon. Yeah, cows, calm down. Oh my gosh. Stay on the edge. Boy, you're blocking my way.
I've only got half a tank of gas left. I should gas up before I forget.
Great. Now I gotta go back again.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zap,
I'm gonna do
and
50.
zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up.
Just 25 cents worth, please.
That'll be 25 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much, so I do 25 cents. Just go straight and then up. It's a nice fancy building.
Do you have my bridge cards?
Right here.
Good. And here is Josiah's trivet. I didn't realize when I asked to borrow it that it was such an eyesore. But once a sumptuous dish of my buff stroganoff was placed atop it, I assure you, no one noticed. Now do run along. My guests will be arriving any minute, and that dress of yours, it's, well...
I like this dress. It's very flouncy.
Okay, so we got that. I'm gonna go to the telegram place. Because if I remember correctly, that's how I got more money. Tubby telegrams.
Something I can do for you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and my father
Say
said
no
that...
more. You're here to pick up some papers. They're in that envelope.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Say, is that your roadster out there?
Yes, it is. Did I park somewhere I shouldn't have?
No, it's just that my regular driver never showed up today, so I've got no way to deliver all these telegrams. How would you like to earn some extra cash?
You mean you want me to deliver them for you?
You've got a car, you're trustworthy, or at least your father thinks you are, so what do you say? I'll pay you 25 cents each time you complete a delivery. And you might even get some tips.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sure.
Great, you're hired. Here, deliver this to Seymour out at Blenheim Nursery. Come back when you're done and I'll pay you and give you another telegram to deliver.
Great. See you in a little while.
Where was that again? Seymour. Blenheim Nursery. Oh, over there. See, not every... There's some that are on there and then there's some that are not, but that one's on there, so... I think the cow is blocking my way over there. So we're gonna go around. I think. Maybe it's on the other side. There we go. Of course I gotta go through this mud pile. Okay. That's great.
Hello, I've got a telegram for Seymour.
Just leave it on the desk there. I'd, tip you, but as you can see, my hands are filthy.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to doll up some of my plants before this guy named Mr. Martin comes in. He's a big cheese at some oil company, and I'm hoping he... Ow!
Did that plant just bite you?
It did kind of feel that way.
I think I'll be going now. Bye!
Bye! Nancy's like, got no time for weird things. Okay, I didn't hit the... It's kind of annoying having to remember where everything is. Okay. Lowood Academy.
I've only got half a tank of gas
Hold
left.
on, let me get my cash.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Take this to Counselor Alice out at Camp Avondale. Keep up the good work.
Camp Avondale. Over here. I gotta get my gas, which is over there. Great.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up?
Just 25 cents worth, please.
That'll be 25 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
I'm wasting my money on gas.
Hi, I've got a telegram for a counselor here named Alice.
That's me. Hang on. Oh, go dry up, Jason! What a jokester. Anyway, thanks. I'm afraid I don't have any money to tip you.
That's okay. Have a swell day.
deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Mr. Jones at Vash's Dairy. Keep up the good work.
Oh, I think that was on this side. Oops, this side. What am I doing? Okay. Damn you, cow. You know what? Can I go through this way? Or am I wasting my time? Okay, I think I can go this way. No, I can't. No, I can't. The cows are annoying, bro. Okay. I love cows, don't get me wrong. They're cute. Just this one's blocking my way, so it's not his fault. He doesn't know where he's going. Okay.
Hello, I need to deliver this telegram to Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones! Thanks. You can tell me I'm all wet, but I don't have any money to tip you with. Wait a minute. Here, how about a nice fresh glass of milk?
No, but a nice glass of milk. I know, bye. I don't need milk from a cow. I don't like milk anyways. Ugh. Do you know what goes in milk? It's gross. It's poor baby cows. I just don't like it. It hurts my stomach. I don't like dairy that well. I'm starting to not like milkshakes.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This one goes to Miss Ross at Sunnybrook Farm. Keep up the good work.
Sunnybrook Farm, was that on here? Sunnybrook Farm. Uh-oh, I'm getting low. Maybe it was
I've
over
only
here?
got half a tank of gas left. I should gas up before I forget.
Johnson Farm. Oh god. We got this. Go, 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 go. I'm probably gonna use 50 cents. Go, go, go.
Welcome to Zippy's, where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up?
Just 50 cents worth, please.
I'm wasting my money. I swear I'm supposed to make like a certain amount.
That'll be 50 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
Okay, so it's all filled with 50 cents. That's great. Okay. The farm? Isn't it up here, if anything? Oh, why did I do that? I think that might be it. Yeah.
Hi, I have a telegram from Miss Ross.
My name's Rebecca.
My name's
I'm
Rebecca.
Only 10, but I'll deliver it to her for
Oh
you.
my
I
God.
promise. I won't let you down or double cross you or anything like that.
Well, okay. Thank you, Rebecca.
No sweat. I mean, you're welcome.
I love the voice acting. It's so stupid. No, I'm kidding. She's probably getting it from, like, inspiration from, like, the 30s, like, those films. Oh, you swell.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Dr. Bob out at the observatory. Keep up the good work.
Observatory. Okay, let's go. That's gonna be on this side. It's quite a trek to get to one side. We don't want to bump into this thing.
I'm supposed to deliver this telegram to Dr. Bob.
That would be me. Thank you.
Wow, that's a big telescope.
Come back after dark and I'll let you take a look. You can consider it your tip.
I may just do that. Bye-bye.
I don't think there's any nighttime unless it's a nighttime game. You know, they don't really. Well, I should take that back. Warnings of Waverly Academy, they do day and night. Some of them do, but sometimes you can't ever leave in these newspaper games. So I don't think I'll be able to, basically. Because this is only daytime. Damn it. Oh, I went the wrong way anyways.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Deliver this to Miss Temple at Lowood Academy. Keep up the good work.
Where is that? Over here. Just right by it.
Hello,
Easy.
I've got a telegram for Miss Temple.
I am she. We teachers don't get paid much, you know.
I understand. Did this by any chance used to be the Brewster Academy?
Why, yes it did.
Thought so. Bye.
Okay. Totally random question. We're just going there.
Did you deliver
For
that
that.
telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This one goes to Dr. Ackerman out at the Deer Mountain Resort. Keep up the good work.
Deer Mountain Resort? Oh my god, it's all the way up there. Hold on, where am I? Okay. So we're gonna go... Maybe not. Oh, there it is. Rocky.
Hello, I'm delivering a telegram to Dr. Ackerman.
I shall deliver it to the good doctor forthwith. He rarely tips, and I never do.
That's okay. Bye.
These voices really go with the environment they're at. The places they're at. I don't even know.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. This one's for Old Man Johnson out at his farm.
That,
Keep up the good work.
it's on the other side. I've seen it. Yeah. Hush up. Nancy Drew. Woo.
Are you Mr. Johnson?
Maybe. Who are you?
Well, my name's Nancy Drew, and if you are Mr. Johnson, I've got a telegram for you.
Well, thank you. Hey, you want a tip?
Sure.
Buy low, sell high.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
That's actually good reseller advice because you don't want to price things low when you resell. They always price it high, and they don't like low ballers. At least I don't. I don't like. No one should. It's just business.
Did you deliver that telegram?
I sure did.
Good for you. Here's your money. And here's your next telegram. Go to the railroad station and deliver this to Willie Joe. Keep up the good work.
Willie Joe. Where? Wait. I didn't even catch that. Railroad station. Okay.
I've only got half a tank of gas left. Hi, I'm supposed to deliver this telegram to Willie Joe. Is that you?
No, I'm Willie Joe's Uncle John. I see that she gets it, though.
She?
She, with a capital S.
Well, bye.
Okay. Do you have enough? Okay.
Welcome to Zippies,
25.
where zipless service is zippily zapped and zippy service is the zippiest. Fill her up?
Just 25 cents worth, please.
That'll be 25 cents.
Here you go.
Drive zippily.
Okay, we're gonna go to Waddell. Otherwise, we'll just have to deal with that again. Let's see.
Hello, Mr. Waddell. Are you done making that blank?
Have you got my fee?
Right here.
Good. Here's the blank I cut for you. Enjoy.
Thank you. Let's go back to the inn. We needed like, I think $2, at least like a high amount of money for the time, I guess. I don't know. We just need a certain amount. Okay. Ooh, I need to take a nap.
What's cooking?
Since you used to be a dressmaker, do you think it'd help me sew something?
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Oops.
You betcha. What's cooking?
Since you used to be a dressmaker, do you think you could help me sew something?
Me? Sew? No, I can't. Sewing takes practice, and I haven't sewed a stitch in years. Whatever it is, believe me, I'd wreck it.
Then how about giving me some pointers?
Then how about giving me some pointers?
No can do. Sorry.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Okay. Let's talk to Emily.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
Is that right?
Would it be all right if I used your sewing machine?
Go right ahead, but remember, you're on your own.
There's no needle.
It's probably in the box with the rest of Mom's sewing stuff. Ask Jane if she knows where it is.
I can't sew with that.
No, I need the needle. Now, I tried sewing 101 in college, but like, I have fine motor skill issues, so it's a bit hard to do, to be honest. So, but I wish I regret like quitting and giving up. But it was hard.
What's cooking?
Would you happen to know where the needle for the sewing machine in Emily's room is?
Would you happen to know where the needle for the sewing machine in Emily's room is?
I moved all of Gloria's sewing things out of there and put them in a little box. Look, I'm supposed to get the pies we baked before all the hullabaloo this morning ready for the delivery man. They gotta be put in the shipping container just so, or he casts a kitten. This is how he wants them organized. Now why don't you go out on the porch and get those pies ready to go while I look for that sewing box?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll do the pies, and then I won't sew until the next video, so let's do this. The next part of the video. Oh, let me see. For each variety of cherry, blueberry, chocolate, small pie always goes left, a large pie. Sandgate. 2 large cherry, 1 blue, 1 chocolate. Riverville. 1 cherry, 1 S, and 1 small and 1 large blue, 1 small and 1 large chocolate. Appleton. 1 small and 1 large cherry, 2 small blues, 1 small and 1 large chocolate. Okay. 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 So let's do this. These look yummy. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. So this is Sandgate. Sandgate was 2 large cherries. 1 blue and 1 chocolate. Let's do a medium or a small. Let's do a chocolate there. Let's put that there. Let's put let's just put them all together, like I don't know. They should be. Oops. My bad. Let's switch these up. Because that one was that. Okay. Okay. Wait, what the heck? Okay. She's not on her podium.
I'll bet those are the two brothers that built the inn and Josiah's house. I'll bet this was taken in that passageway I found. There's something written on the back.
Door and parlor, window seat. Is that it? Is that... Why is that cut off? Okay, well, let's back out. Let's back out. Is there anything else I can look? Okay, then that's it. Let's go look at the parlor. Let's go to the window seats. Okay.
Jeepers, I'm behind one of the walls in Emily's room. I'll bet that's how someone makes that picture move.
Yep. Also, the record's playing without her being there. Oh, interesting.
I should ask Jane about the photo I found that allowed me to find that staircase that goes behind Emily's room. Guess I better not leave the lights on.
Jane, you have some explaining to do, girl.
Thanks for doing the pies. The more I do it, the worse I seem to get at it. Here's that box. I'm sure that sewing machine needle is in there somewhere.
I see it.
Remember, when it comes to using it, you're on your own, kiddo.
I think I know why Emily has been seeing and hearing strange things.
Well, I'm all ears. Tell me.
I found a secret passageway that goes from the inn to Josiah Crowley's old house. And off of it, I found a staircase that leads to a space behind a wall in Emily's room. That's the staircase that's in this old picture.
You mean the noises that Emily's been hearing? The things she's been seeing? It's because someone's been sneaking around behind the wall in her room?
It may even be that someone is trying to scare her on purpose.
It may even be that someone is trying to scare her on purpose.
On purpose? Who would want to do something like that?
I was able to open the staircase because I saw the picture I just showed you. And I found that picture on the shelf in your podium.
You mean it was right there under my nose? Hold the phone! You think I'm the one who's been sneaking around?
Can you think of somebody else who may have had access to that picture?
Can you think of somebody else who may have had access to that picture?
Anyone who's ever been behind this desk could have seen that picture. It's hardly fair to go pointing a finger at me.
Maybe Emily will know something about it.
Maybe Emily will know something about it.
She went into town to run some errands. At least that's what I told her to do. Heaven knows she could use some fresh air.
Well, I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty-dighty.
Alrighty-dighty. Loosey-tighty. Okay, whatever, girl. Okay, so she's not here, so I'm gonna save. Okay, before we do the sewing machine and before we end the video, I'm gonna look in here. Dearest Gloria, If you would do 3 simple things for me, I would very much appreciate it. First, keep the snow for me. Tuck it away in a safe place. And should I ever ask to see it, please allow me to do so. Second, don't mention or show the snow to anyone else. Third, don't ask me why. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You're a kind lady who sparkles like good water and makes me think that the sky's the limit. Your grateful friend, Josiah. That's great. Okay, we already looked at that. March 19th, 1929. Dear Gloria, sorry it's taken me so long to answer your letter. I'm still a secretary at the bottling plant, and business is booming, so I'm busier than ever. In fact, I'm typing this during my lunch break, so please excuse the mustard stains. Still love those bologna sandwiches. Of course, I'll take good care of Emily if something happens to you. All she has to do is write and I'll come running, but quit worrying about such things. You've got a nice place to live and that sweet little girl to keep you company. You've got it made in the shade. Me? I'm still in the boarding house. It's not the Ritz, but my room is right across the hall from the washroom. And most of the gals here are honest and hardworking and fun, but there are a few bad apples. Like this gal named Marion Bourne. She dropped in the other day to borrow some bobby pins, so I went in the drawer to get some for her. Only when I turned back around, she was going through my purse. She said it had fallen over and she was just putting it back, but I know what I saw. Anyway, I sure miss you. I'm investing as much money as I can in the stock market because my boss says this is a surefire way to get rich, so next year maybe I could take the train out there to see you. Better yet, I'll buy you a car. Wouldn't that be the butterfly's boots? Right soon, your friend forever, Jane. Okay. Well, that's all I can see there. Okay, we'll end the video here on the sewing machine. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye!